It's that time of year, time to mulch both the houses here and at the lake. First thing I'm going to do is try to scoop some out of the back here so I can open the tailgate and then it all doesn't fall out. So we'll do that for at least the first load. See if we can clean up some of the spillover. I found if I point the nozzle right at the end of the brick, it blows it off the brick but doesn't disturb the stuff behind the brick. All done. See if we can get some of these leaves out of here first. Okay, I got enough out of the truck now. I can open the tailgate. One of the things I like about this tailgate is it swings open, which gives me closer access to scoop it out. I'll show you here in a second. You can see now I can get right in here, and anything that drops doesn't fall in the crack between the tailgate and the truck bed. Anything that does fall down, I can easily sweep it off and it doesn't go into this crack here. Now that we got the mulch down, we might as well get some of these leaves up. On to the next section. a little bit of edging. Finally blow off the driveway. Okay, so this is a test case to see if we can set up a pump to pump water up to the top of this fake iron fixture and have it drip into the pond. So this is a test. I'm going to go turn it on at my pump. It's pumping it out of the top of the pool cover. So again, this is pumping off the top of the pool cover with my pump. And it's just going into this and then obviously out. So it looks like it's hitting the edge of the pond, which is good. The only thing now is to make some kind of a permanent setup here. You can see the kink in the hose. Before I fill this pond back up, I want to try to water some of this grass that's coming in around the sides. This is where the water is coming from. I've got my little pump here and pumping it out of the top of the pool cover. So a while back we planted these butterfly bushes at the back of our woods in our property. And today I'm going to clear a spot around them. Then I'll go get some of my compost and make a circle around them. It's more to mark them and also keep the water from evaporating. So step 1, rake it. Step 2, water. Step 3, put some compost around it. Okay, there's the first one. We got 2 of them here that I'll do. Okay, there's 2 and 3. Back here's number 4. Okay, next step is I'll switch the hose from the pond cover over to this one, and we'll give this a really good soaking before we put the compost down. Okay, now we'll get these a good soaking first. Okay, time for the next one. Okay, now the next one. Okay, now we'll move on to the last one. Looks like I may have a kink in the hose, or the hose intake is above water, so let me check that out. Okay, I guess I got the pump going, so there should be plenty of water in there now. I'll move it over to the other one while I turn the pump off. Okay, we'll load up some compost now. Go spread this around the 4 butterfly bushes. Okay, first butterfly bush. Okay, next 2. Okay, bush 2 and 3. Bush 4. Okay, I'll go turn the pump on now. Okay, next one. Okay, on to the 4th one. Okay, time to turn the pump off. Go back to filling the pond. Okay, we'll let this run for about a half an hour. I'll put it on time lapse and see how full it gets. This ditch has a tendency to fill in with silt, so I want to take a couple inches out. I'm just going to leave that dirt there because we'll come back and put some wood chips along there. We're going to make a 2-foot border all the way along this ditch into the woods. I guess while I'm here, I might as well clean these things out too. This is a poor man's French drain. I made 2 of these many years ago so I could drive my tractor over this ditch. But periodically I have to clean all the leaves, debris, and dirt out of them. Now we'll load up the wagon with wood chips so we can spread those on the area we just cleaned up. Okay, now time to go get the tractor. This is my wife's first time driving the tractor. Now I'll put the wood chips down in the area we just cleared off previously. First we'll clean the pine straw and leaves out of the way and then add the wood chips. Okay, I'll blow all the overspill off, scoop up some of those pine straw there and put it in the empty wagon, and after lunch we'll go around and pick up more piles of pine straw that I have throughout the property. I guess you saw why another thing I don't like about North Carolina is all this pollen. We get about 6 weeks of this stuff, which is really nasty, and then it clears up. Back to picking up some piles of leaves and pine straw. Now we'll take these back and dump them. You might recognize this earlier as my secondary compost pile. This is the one that it's not finely chipped, but the coarse chippings. So here's what we've been stealing from. We tilled all this up. I'll probably till some of this up. This is like relatively new, so I'm going to start piling it here, but I want to get those branches and throw those off to the side. Those are actually holly bushes, so I'll use this pitchfork. Normally I like to chip that stuff up, but my wife threw it back here, so I'll just get it out of the way. A lot of times it's just easier to pick the whole wagon up and dump it. So yesterday I filled this up and it's already dropped 6 inches in 24 hours. So there's obviously a hole in here. I also found out that I can get pond liners 20 mil. This plastic is 10 mil. And of course a pond liner is built for this. For about 30 bucks, it's about 10 foot by 13. So I want to measure this and see how close a 10 by 13 would work for this. So it looks like 10 foot would be out here. Figuring some more curve there, even if it's out here. This is 8 foot, so I'm thinking 10 foot this way would work. This is 12 foot here, so even some more slack taking up there, 13 ought to definitely cover it this way. So 10 by 13 will work, so I think I'll go ahead and get that ordered. I'm running out of room on my picnic table to store all my sticks and pine cones, so we need to chip up some more and make more room in the holding pile. This pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video I will show more in-depth work on a little pond. We discovered a liner is not that expensive, so we decided to pull the trigger on one.